We are going to talk about making a standard tracking form in Microsoft Forms. We're using standards as an example, but you could create any time tracking form where you wanted data collected using Microsoft Forms. So this is part of your Office 365 suite. Whether you have a free account or a paid account, you can use this. So we're going to click on Forms, which we're on, and we're going to hit Create a New Form. And what we're going to call this form in this example is a standard time tracking form. And here you could put your student's name or leave it blank or anything you'd like. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put the data we want collected each day. In this case, since we're just doing time tracking, it's going to be a pretty short, quick, and easy form. So the first thing I want to know is the date. Just click on the date. I want to require that. Simple as that. I want to know who is recording this on this particular date. So I'm just going to write name. Doesn't need to be a long answer, but I want it required. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a multiple choice. Did standing take place? This way, the data can be tracked even if standing did not take place. So this is giving me the options, or I could have written them in, yes or no. You can add pictures to any of these questions. If you want to add a picture of the student in a standard, that's totally right up here. That's totally up to you. Again, I don't want them to select multiple answers, just one, and it's required. And then for this one, it's going to be text because I want to know how long did they stand. And this one, I'm going to require it. If they select no, they're just going to have to know to put did not stand as the answer, because I want to make sure every time they stand, I get the minutes tracked. And finally, I'm going to do one more that says comments. This one is not required. So there we go. So that's it. I have this standard tracking form where I can get a link and send it to the person I want to collect this data for me. So to get that link, I'd go to collect responses. And now here's the link. So I could copy the link, email it right to that person. I could directly email it to them depending on how you're set up. And there's a QR code option as well where they could scan the QR code and track that way. So all of it results back from this link. So we're going to close this out now. I've copied the link. And I just kind of want to show you how the tracking form works. So you've sent your link to the teacher that you want tracking this data for you. When they pull up the link, this is what they see. So let's go ahead and answer the question like we're the teacher. I'll call it June Smith. Did standing take place on this day? Yep. And how long did they stand? 45 minutes. No additional comments. I'm going to submit it. Great. Let's say it's another day. Now today, let's say we're doing May 8th. Again, June Smith. Yep, standing took place. This is 48 minutes. All went well. So every time they stand, they just go back to this link and keep tracking and tracking. Now from your end, you are going to be able to see this data in real time as it's being tracked. So you would head over to your Microsoft Office suite, click on Forms, which we're already in, and you can go ahead and take a peek at your form you've created. And you can say, oh, hey, I've had 2 responses. And then you can go ahead and you can see the 2 responses, the answers here in this data piece of it. But what I really like is you can also open up an Excel sheet and get the data laid out that way. This way you know, hey, I haven't seen any responses collected this week. Is something going wrong? And if you can give them drop them an email or call. This kind of helps with that real-time data collection where you're not waiting to go back to a classroom to see it. And here you go. This is time stamped for you, but then this is the input that they've put in. You can see who collected it. Yep, standing took place, the minutes that day, and this is a nice way for you to kind of analyze this data. If there's a no answer, you're going to be able to see that too. There may be a comment as to why they didn't, and this is all performed in real time. So it's a really fast, easy, nice solution as a time tracking tool.